Now, nearly 200 names associated with the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein have been released to the public by a judge in New York.
Yes, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson are among those listed, though the former US president has not been accused of anything illegal, and lawyers for Prince Andrew have previously denied any claims of wrongdoing.
Well, the disclosures throw new light on the sex trafficking network directed by Epstein, who died in prison in 2019, and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who is still in prison.
Well, Royal Correspondent Richard Fitzwilliams joins us now. Very good morning to you, Richard. And what have we learnt from these new court documents?
Well, regarding Prince Andrew, it was known, of course, that he was likely to be listed, but most specifically, and these documents are from a case brought by Virginia Roberts Jeffrey, who was Prince Andrew's accuser, against Ghislaine Maxwell, that was settled in 2017. They contain some bizarre allegations referencing Joanna Schoberg, who was one of Epstein's victims, and a spitting image latex puppet in 2001 in Epstein's home. I mean, there is, of course, as you're showing, the photograph that Prince Andrew, who denies any wrongdoing, has never been able to explain away. And there's no doubt that this friendship with Epstein, which was an absolute catastrophe, cost him his job as special trade envoy, his 230 patronages, his ability to use his HRH, and he has no part in official royal duties, nor is likely to.
Is it a case with these new documents and the sort of, I don't know if we'd call them allegations in there, or whether it's just, you know, just a little bit more detail on one or two things? I mean, the palace has denied any wrongdoing once again. Is it going to be a case that he just has to ride this one out?
Well, in this case of riding it out, what it is constantly reported Prince Andrew wishes to do, he settled an out-of-court case with Virginia Roberts Jeffrey in February 2022 for a reported £12 million. Now, there is no further case against him. Equally, he has not, so far as we're aware, cooperated with the FBI to attempt to trace some of Epstein's accomplices, and this was something that he said he would do in that car crash interview that has become so infamous, and indeed people will be reminded of that with two television films being released with reference to this, which depict it. There's no doubt that he's in limbo. If he were able to carve out some sort of future in a different area, for example, running the royal estates or a role of that sort, that would be one thing. We have constant reports that he has hopes of some form of rehabilitation. But if that's so, he certainly is, whatever the legal situation is far from when it comes to the case, when it comes to the court of public opinion, his ratings hardly exist. So it's more or less an impossible task for him at the moment when it comes to anything future as a member of the royal family, when it comes to anything official.
OK. Richard, good to talk to you. Thank you.